Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy T-Rob. It's coming at you with a new segment, man. I had a quick tip on my mind. Wanted to share it with y'all. Watch this video with me real quick.
Other than it's been great that he's been in the building, it's refreshing to see a player that recognizes where he's at and where he wants to get to.
And Gabriel hasn't been in the building?
As far as I know, he has not.
This whole video is about, because this is, if you get here what the coach said, he said it was refreshing to see him in the building. And a lot of times this could go over guys' heads, rookies and new pros, and your first few years, it's almost like a hidden secret, but it's like they tell you, but then it's like they don't put too much emphasis on it because it's kind of like a test also, like to see how you gonna react. Like if they say, oh, the guys will be here from such and such date to this date, and your response might be, oh, I'm working with my people in Florida, and I got my own people in back at home where I'm from. And it's not that that's wrong and it's that's illegal, and it's just that and I made this mistake when I was younger, and then when time came around, when I wanted to rely on somebody knowing me as a person and like knowing my true character, I didn't have much savings in that area, and that's because things like when I was a rookie, I didn't stay around in the summertime and train with the coaches and go to lunches and dinners and recovery, after practice, and having conversations with people and having real life dialogue. I didn't get to have that. So, that's something that's, like I said, it's almost a hidden rule, man, but like it's so pivotal and it's so important because you get a bond with, your staff and the people who are investing in changing your life, especially when you're a younger player. So, I feel that you should definitely be around your team the first couple of years and, stay in the city after the season is over. Get to know the city, get to know the businesses, and, learn the town. So it's nothing wrong with being there. I think that you really should embrace the whole moment and, really still lock in and, know that those first few years that you're still young and, you're still trying to figure everything out, even though they just gave you this load of money, so, but that's definitely one of the I won't call it regret, but that's one of the lessons I learned, as an early pro, that, I should have stuck around with my team during those summers early on, and I actually got to build and, I actually rely on these guys knowing who I am as a person, so, and that's that, man. I hope y'all take my advice, do what you want to do with it. It helped me. Hope it'll help you. T-Rob out.